increased police presence and patrols along major highways, both day and night, to monitor and enforce compliance with traffic laws. The enhanced patrols will serve to discourage reckless driving and speed violations and to prevent unlicensed and overloaded PSVs from operating. 2, strict enforcement of vehicle roadworthiness regulations, including ensuring that all PSVs have valid road service licenses, either for long distance or commuter routes. This will help ensure that only safe vehicles are on the road. 3, heightened action against illegal and unlicensed PSVs to prevent them from operating as passenger transport vehicles. Such vehicles should not be allowed to carry passengers as they do not meet the required standards for passenger safety as stipulated in the NTCA operations regulations of 2014. We need them to enforce speed limits across all major highways and prevent road crashes relating to speeding. Personal responsibility by law enforcement officers, base commanders and officers serving within their stations should do their uttermost to preserve safety and ensure no incidents occur within their jurisdictions. Every officer must be actively engaged in monitoring, reporting, and addressing any issues of non-compliance to road safety regulations. This is critical to the national road safety goal of reducing road traffic fatalities by 50% before 2028. On terrorism, Kenya has achieved milestones in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism. With the Global Terrorism Index impact score for Kenya decreasing from a high in 2023 to a medium in 2024. Our reports indicated that from January 2024 to November from January 2022 to November 2024, our officers have thwarted 47 terrorist attacks across the country. During the period, several terrorists have been neutralized. The government has also pushed for 11 successful convictions. Noteworthy, our success also came through collaborations with our international agencies and partners to thwart crime through training and equipment support. On disasters, including industrial accidents, oil spills, and chemical and gas leaks are also normally reported in the country, leading to loss of lives and long-term detrimental effects on the environment. The gas explosion in Mradi, Embakasi, where 13 lives were lost and over 300 people injured, was a significant catastrophe. To effectively mitigate the impacts of these disasters, the government continues to enforce and review legislation concerning environmental management and enhance early warning systems to predict and monitor disasters. On corruption, the government has made commendable strides in tackling theft of public resources by establishing a high standard of accountability, integrity, and anti-corruption measures to safeguard our national well-being and development. A total of 49 cases of public interest have been registered in court for the prosecution involving amounts totaling to 6 billion Kenya shillings, and of course 15 convictions have so far been made. In the international civil aviation arena, or organization ICAO, The Universal Security Audit Program has indicated that Kenya has achieved a 91.77% rating, placing it second on the continent. This accomplishment showcases the country's commitment to ensuring the highest levels of safety and security at its airports, including Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The enhanced multi-agency collaborations have also led to the recovery in our airports of 2,540 kilograms of elephant ivory, 14,547 kilograms of bushmeat, and 5.92 kilograms of rhino horns. 5 suspects were arrested and prosecuted this year. In the mining sector, there have been instances of illegal mining activities resulting in loss of revenue to the government through tax evasion, corruption, and fraud. Most artisanal miners in Kenya are found in the following counties: Taita Taveta, Kwale, Migori, Kakamega, Vihiga, Siaya, Marsabit, West Pokot, Samburu, Garissa, Kajiado, Mandera, and Machakos. The government recently established and operationalized the Mining Police Unit to curb illegal mining. On social media and the rise of sensational and misinformation, we request citizens to be vigilant to sensationalist social media posts and seek to verify the authenticity of information posted online. While social media is an invaluable tool for disseminating news, it has unfortunately been used by several individuals to manipulate public perception and pursue political agenda inconsistent with our national interests and against the sanctity of the Constitution. And let me just give a very recent example. Earlier in the week, the Inspector General of Police flew to one of the border areas in northern Kenya, where on the social media there was a buzz that 10 miners had been buried alive in that area. The Inspector General is here. They went there physically with his team, and it turned out the information was false. So, ladies and gentlemen and fellow Kenyans, you can imagine you now remove the attention of the Inspector General from the focused area to a place where people are playing pranks. Suppose now there was a genuine emergency somewhere else. What happens? We need to address these things collectively. To our dedicated security personnel, the often unsung heroes and protectors of our safety, we owe a debt of gratitude. Your unwavering commitment, often at a great personal risk, secures the freedoms and peace we cherish. You are the guardians of our nation's security, and your sacrifices do not go unnoticed. As a nation, we honor your bravery and dedication. And ladies and gentlemen, it's important for you to note that between January to 17th December 2024, there were a total of 55 deaths. In the last 6 years, we have lost 383 officers in the line of duty. This year, 830 officers have been injured in the line of duty. This is data that is critical because we sometimes forget that the security agencies are human. On the State Department for Immigration and Citizen Services in 2024, there were remarkable strides in enhancing the service delivery and easing and expanding access to government services and fostering inclusivity in public services. We have streamlined operations to improve the service delivery and address delays in passport and document processing. On e-citizens, we have onboarded over 22,000 government services available online, and 375,000 Kenyans visit the e-citizen platform daily. Listen to that, 375,000 daily for different services. Over 13 million users are registered on e-citizen platform. We also closed down 1,130 pay bills and created a single pay bill, the famous 22222, for payment of all government services. This has resulted in the collection of Kenya shillings 900 million daily. We invested in 2 modern printers with a combined capacity of producing 500 passports per hour. This investment, in tandem with the procurement of 1 million passport booklets, the recruitment of 300 immigration officers, and modifications of physical facilities, effectively resulted in the clearance of a backlog of 609,805 passports. So basically, there is no backlog now. The Directorate also opened 2 new offices in Kericho and Bungoma, taking services closer to citizens and effectively easing pressure on existing offices. To encourage the uptake,